right, welcome back. Fader Follow episode. Guess what episode we're on?
100.
No, but just throw a guess out.
I'm gonna say 67.
67.
I'd say 69.
Okay, well y'all are close because we're in the 70s. I think it's 77 actually, is what it is.
If you $1. $1.
If you go off of our audio. But no, welcome back. Welcome back, we got a good show for you guys today. We're gonna recap the NFL weekend, and we have an interview with Coach Brent Kornegay from the TR Bulldogs, 9-0, undefeated TR Bulldogs,
Congratulations.
going into a big game against Refugio this week. I think they can take them. Hey, what are you laughing for?
That was Austin, not me.
Anything can happen on a Friday night, Austin.
Anything can happen. Hey,
Anything can happen.
do you think 100 points is possible?
I think you. I don't want to spoil the interview, but Austin told him, "Could you go over? Or are you going to go over under 100 points?" I think it's possible
I know.
that they hit over 100.
If they're scoring 50.
But if nobody scored on Refugio in the last 5 games, obviously their defense is pretty damn good. So, but we'll see. Like I said, anything can happen on a Friday night. Speaking of Friday nights, me and Dustin just visited the Stockdale Brahmas last home game against the Natalia. Who they playing?
Mustangs.
Natalia Mustangs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they won it 42-6.
Right.
Okay, so will make the playoffs as long as they win next week against Nixon Smiley.
Yes.
Nixon Smiley is
Winning
kind of a weaker team than them, I would say, right? As far as record goes.
They're decent. Yeah, but they're still decent. I mean, they're fighting for that last spot too.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's just.
And Nixon Smiley does have home field advantage, but
Fun fact, they are also the Mustangs.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
They already beat one Mustang.
That's right.
Make it 2. But no, thanks to Coach Alvarez and them for letting us come. It was a good time. We got to see Coach Murrow, Coach Alvarez. You know, good guys. Had a couple.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There we
Better
go.
not go there.
There we go.
Had a good time, though. We made a video for him. Y'all check it out. It's on TikTok and on Facebook. I think it turned out okay. Of course, Austin, it's not up to Austin's pars.
It was.
Austin didn't have service, and he
Yes.
claims that the video was blurry. It was clear. It was
it-
crystal clear, but
yeah,
it was
it
because
was.
of your service.
Okay, yes. And I said, I apologize because,
Every video we make, he comments that. What's so blurry? What's so blurry?
well, half the ones that you sent are blurry. So,
Well, in the text message, I think it is blurry.
yes.
But it looked really clear on TikTok and Facebook. So if y'all get a chance to go check those out. Hopefully, we'll go see the Three Rivers Bulldogs and make them a little highlight video. We'll probably have to go first or second round, maybe. We'll see what we can do. We'll try to figure it out. But anyway, other high school sports. I saw that Sinton.
They rolled
yeah.
over Robstown.
They beat Robstown.
The last home game.
Yeah, the Sinton's now 9-0.
Did you watch the video? Like whoever made that video for Troutman and them for Sinton, the one I sent y'all.
Oh,
in the
y'all
group?
sent it to me. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, dude, he went berserk in like pregame. Like he was.
Really?
Oh yeah, he was. You know.
I'm so
how
excited
he
for
is.
that.
I know.
I'm so excited for the Troutman to go into that locker room. Oh man.
Yeah.
And it's like if we record it and people see it, he's not putting on for the cameras. That's just how that guy is.
Yeah.
That guy is just when it comes to football, just maniacally in love with football. Like, yeah, that's his thing, his niche. But anyway, what else happened in high school football? Weimer won.
Weimer won. It looks like they're going to take second in that district.
Okay, and then George West won. Looks like all they got to do is win their last game, and
They clinched.
They did clinch.
Yeah, the
district champs.
Taft has 2 district losses. They can't catch him.
George West Longhorns, 2024 district champs.
Yeah, I don't know why the Progress didn't put that, but I read the article on the Progress. But Taft can't catch them, and even if they lose, they already beat Odom. So
They just
Anyway,
need better media coverage like us. That's what it is.
Hey, James.
We need to start our own
James.
newspaper.
Just to piggyback off that, where's your George West hat?
Huh?
Where's your George West hat?
I didn't get one.
Where's your shirt?
He told us he would give us one next
okay,
time we
yeah.
win.
next time, yeah.
Next time we win. Coach Alvarez gave us badass Stockdale hats. Is it still in the dishwasher?
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah, probably still in there.
But hey, we don't
What'd you
have
do?
our George West stuff.
We're gonna get it.
Did you get spaghetti on your hat or what?
No, my son spilled apple juice all over it. Yeah. Okay, but any other high school stuff? Three Rivers won their homecoming. They're setting up a big district championship matchup against Refugio. Let me ask you something. If Refugio, what is Refugio's record? They're like 8-2 or
8-1, I think.
8-1. Okay, I was about to say if they were 7-2
Would they make the college football
and
playoffs?
they lost to Three Rivers, would they still win the district, or would Three Rivers win it because they have 2 losses, or did they just go strictly off district wins?
It's off district wins.
Damn.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, that would be That'd be badass.
So, I mean, both are undefeated in district, and whoever's But I get what you're saying.
Showdown at it's in Refugio. I
It's in
believe,
Refugio?
right?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know where it's at.
Look it
Look it up.
But
But
if we didn't bring this up, if Stockdale beats Nixon Smiley, they will play George West.
George West.
Oh yeah.
And it is a secret. We were told the location, but it is a secret location as of this moment.
You want to break news right now?
No, we can't.
Well, he told you. He didn't tell me.
He told both of us. We were sitting there.
I thought he said I can't tell y'all.
Exactly, and then he said it.
No, I guess I wasn't listening. It's probably a good thing I don't know it because I probably would have said it already.
I bet you I know exactly where it's at.
Anyway,
It's going to be at the Alamo Dome
Nope.
or they're going to play the old Astrodome.
Astrodome.
Yeah, they're bringing it back.
Hey, white refs, black refs. Hey,
Zebras are both black and white.
Yeah, exactly. That's a coin flip.
Oh, but anyway, yeah, we got did I mention we have an interview with Coach Kornegay? I mentioned that already. Okay, yeah, that'll be coming up pretty soon. Let's cover some of the pro football that happened today. All of our teams lost today. But first, let's get into the college football. Start us off, Austin, with your A&M Aggies. Our A&M Aggies.
Yeah.
They were so freaking hyped up, dude. Like going into this, they were like, okay, Texas has already got does Texas have 2 losses? Correct? Just one?
yeah.
One.
Okay, well, they were setting up a showdown with A&M on Thanksgiving. Winner of that's going to go to the college football playoff. They're playing a dangerous South Carolina team, but they could beat that South Carolina team. They were favored by 3 points in South Carolina. What ends up happening is an absolute drumming. Marcel Reed, I mean, how did it go for him?
Did not play up to par.
Oh, my God. What went wrong? Tell me what went wrong.
Everything. Anything that could have went wrong. Defense can't freaking keep anyone on the field because we get too many fucking penalties. Everyone's ejected for freaking targeting. Too many personal fouls. All that shit. That's all on Elko.
I saw that A&M did take the lead 20-17
Yes.
right before halftime, and I thought they wouldn't look back. I thought they would, kind of cruise it
Exactly.
from there. But South Carolina, South Carolina has some good skill players, and their receivers, they're pretty quick. The running back's decent. The quarterback, he has on and off games, right?
Well, he was 13 for 27, 244, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. But rushing, 15 carries for 106 yards.
He was
and a
looking
touchdown.
like Marcel Reed.
Dual threat quarterback.
was.
He was looking like Marcel Reed.
Marcel Reed last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You couldn't stop him.
there's still a chance A&M can still make the playoff.
Oh, absolutely.
They got 2 losses.
23% chance.
They have 2 losses. Texas only has 1, so I mean.
But won and lost in conference, so they're still good in conference.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's still a good chance there. The Longhorns were off this week, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So who do they have coming up next?
Florida at home.
Ooh.
Florida Gators. But they're bringing in a third-string quarterback. DJ Lagway, ripped his hamstring off,
Yeah,
I think.
no, that was bad. I saw
They
that.
had to pick him up and put him on the cart.
And that he was starting to.
He looked
DJ
good. He
Lagway was
looked good
starting to
against-
look good, man. And he's from Texas, correct?
Yeah,
He was
Willis.
He looked good against Georgia.
from Texas.
Yeah, he wasn't playing bad.
Yeah, he was actually making good throws. I thought he was more of a running kind of quarterback, but he was threading the needle in that game against Georgia, and they were up 13-3 when he got hurt.
6?
13-6. Okay, yeah. Well, Florida's defense actually pretty good too.
So would that have been a good thing if Georgia would have lost?
Yeah, I mean, it would have helped out Texas.
Both of us?
Yeah, because that would have put them at 2 conference losses, so that would have definitely helped out some.
Yeah. Well, it's still wide open. I mean, Clemson lost, Iowa State lost, so those are 2 teams I think all of us had in our playoff, and probably gonna have to redo it all over again this week. We'll look at it again, and we'll come up with a more studied prediction as far as our top
Keep mine.
12 go.
Keep mine right there.
Okay.
SMU smacked Pittsburgh, who was undefeated at the time,
Yep.
and looks like they're, right on the road to go play Miami in the ACC championship game.
That over is gonna be like 100. That over under for that game.
Oh yeah, you ain't lying.
SMU
Actually,
can score. Miami
and
can
Miami
score.
scores. Yeah, you ain't lying.
SMU's defense, I would say, is probably a little bit better than Miami's, but they might. I don't know. I guess you can't say that, but I mean, they only held Pittsburgh to 11 points. What was it, or 18 points?
48-25 was the final.
Oh, so they got some trash time touchdowns.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have Boston College left at
BC?
home. Virginia on the road, who's 4-4.
Virginia's not bad.
So Boston College is
BC's not
4-4.
bad either.
Virginia 4-4. Cal 4-4. Those are their 3 games they have left.
Okay.
I mean, it's a fairly manageable road to the ACC championship game.
So would you lock Cam Ward in as the Heisman winner? right now.
I mean, he no. Who else is even competing with him? Right now?
Shador.
Oh, no. I would say Genty though. Still, Genty's still up there.
I have a feeling they're not gonna
He had
they're
a
not
sl-
gonna let him win it because his games are on really late at night and nobody
Yeah.
really he doesn't get the national attention as the other guys do.
Cam
because
Moore
of
does
the
put up a
West
lot of
Coast.
numbers. I will say that.
Jency
Yeah.
had a
And they're undefeated.
slow day of 100 and something yards, like
Yeah,
120
bro.
or 100.
His over under last week, not this past game he played, but the one before against New Mexico, his
remember
over under
that.
was 187 yards.
Yeah.
And I took the under, and he had
hit it.
130. I mean, it hit, but still, like you're not supposed to. That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened? Somebody's over under be 180 yards rushing?
Maybe if the sports books around when Barry Sanders was.
Yeah.
Like Barry Sanders.
Tony Dorsett.
I mean, that was the record he was on pace to break until recently. But
Yeah, they're kind of teams are kind of obviously seeing that he's the main issue with when it comes to playing Boise State. But they only have one loss, one conference, or was it? It's not a conference loss. It's just one loss, right?
yeah, they lost in non-conference, I think.
Yeah,
I haven't watched a lot of Boise State. I hear the name Gentry,
it's Genty.
Genty, but my friend that went to Vegas to watch that game, I was like, dude, is he big or is he small? Anything?
good old
He's like,
Texas
"Dude,
boy."
He's small.
Yeah.
He's like, he's tiny.
Everybody mocks his on TikTok. Everybody mocks his stance because he just stands there all straight up like normal. He doesn't get down in a stance or anything. He just stands back there. But
He doesn't bend his knees. He stands straight up.
No, he
It's real
stands
weird.
like at attention when he's back there, just like real relaxed. Like it's awesome.
Where's he from? Texas.
Where is he from? Frisco, you
from
said?
Frisco.
Frisco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Frisco.
Okay.
That's what it was.
As far as our college football picks went, Dustin, you went 3-0 actually.
That's right, baby.
I went 5-2. Austin, I think you went 2-1 or 1-2.
I couldn't tell you right now.
I think Scott went 2-2. So we still were on the winning side of things, thanks to us, Dustin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Army's still undefeated,
You would have won money if you would have taken our picks, is what I'm saying.
and the Kurt Signettis are still undefeated.
Yep.
47-10 on the road.
Yeah, they were down 10-0, scored 47 unanswered
Andrew,
points.
what did I tell you the other
I
day?
think Indiana's a
Mark
real
my
deal,
words.
dude. I think they are.
Sitting in this chair now.
Well, with Clemson losing, and I mean they could get in there now easily, even if they don't win the Big Ten. So
Yeah, go in with just a one-loss season, just lose to Ohio State, and that's it.
yeah, and speaking of Ohio State, Penn State, like you said, they're gonna Penn State. Same shit every year.
Mm-hmm.
Lose to Ohio State in the same low-scoring game. I actually teased the under in that in a parlay, but I didn't end up hitting it. But I don't know why we didn't go for that under. I think that over under was 48. Like that's way too high for that game. I think history has shown that it's really low. So
Yeah.
something we missed.
Yeah, you were in line. We should have looked at that.
Who does
Yeah.
Penn State play next game?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure who they play, but they dropped the ball. They can't get over the hump. There was some fans jumping on James Franklin's ass after the game. Did you see that? And he confronted them also.
Really?
Yeah, they were yelling at him from the bleachers, saying like something about not ever being able to beat Ohio State. And James Franklin went up to him, and that guy said something and walked away. He was like, "You gonna talk to me like that? Talk to me like a man." Like was calling him out. It was pretty funny.
So they basically play nobody down the stretch. They play Washington at home, Purdue on the road, Minnesota. Well, Minnesota on the road might be a little tough, and then Maryland at home.
I guarantee you Penn State loses one of those games.
It'd be like the Minnesota on the road,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe Minnesota's good.
Minnesota's not bad. I mean, 6-3.
Minnesota just beat Illinois in Illinois also.
They did.
Yeah.
They're
As
still,
far as like our locks go, my lock was the Syracuse and Virginia Tech over. That hit. Scott's lock was what was Scott's lock? What do you say? I think it was the Navy, right?
he locked so many things in our group text that
I know he locked the Navy one
I
today.
lose track.
Speaking of Navy, they lost.
He has a million locks
The armed forces are no longer undefeated. So,
besides Army.
Yeah, besides Army.
besides Army.
Besides Army, yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens down the stretch. Any other notable games that we got to watch? Baylor ended up winning in overtime. That was one of our picks.
Kansas State had an ugly loss, dude.
Kansas State.
Yeah,
Ugly loss.
Oh,
to
man.
Kansas
every
on the
week
road.
one of us bets on
Yes.
Kansas State.
Oh.
I don't know why. We always lose.
Man, I that's just the puzzling. I get it's Houston's looked awful this year, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Houston's defense isn't bad. Their defense is okay, but they're all over the place as far as offense goes. They won that game late, I believe.
Yeah, I think
Ended up winning late down the stretch.
So now BYU's sitting atop the conference at 5-0 in conference.
They were off this week, I believe. Iowa State loses to Texas Tech. That was another one of our picks. Was
surprise.
Texas Tech plus
Over.
13.5. Oh yeah, you took the over, Austin. That didn't
Over.
hit.
Didn't hit.
Yeah.
Texas Tech, I feel like every year like is just known for like ruining someone's
Yeah,
season.
you know, like with Iowa State losing, Kansas State like had a chance to get to
Yeah.
the championship game with them losing, and they just dropped the ball as far as that goes. But anyway, college football, it's going to be a mess starting next week. We're going to see where everybody stands, and I
Tuesday.
saw a video that said Colorado managed to still piss everybody off on their bye week because now they have a legitimate shot at winning the Big 12 championship with one loss.
I mean, they're right there. I mean, it's for the taking. So let's see here. They're one loss in conference. Them and Iowa State both at one loss. So
There's somebody that wants to say something to you, Dustin.
who's that? Scott?
It's your dad.
You lucky dog.
He didn't clean your room.
That sucks. They don't even play each other down the stretch, though. Colorado and Iowa State.
Yeah.
I was looking at that just now.
Any other thing as far as college? What you got on college football, Scott?
wait,
Any
yeah.
takeaways other than Kansas State?
That's what I was gonna say. It's like I want to hear Scott's take on Kansas State or the state
They
of
fucking
Kansas.
suck. They should fucking
Okay, keep
wipe
it clean. We
off
got the interview
map.
for the coach.
They should just make it make it part of Arkansas or something.
Not even close, but hey,
Yeah.
I love that
Whatever,
geography.
or Oklahoma. Make it
There
part
we
of
go.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma won. They covered the spread against
Yeah.
Maine.
Oh yeah,
That wasn't
Versus
even a.
Maine?
You couldn't even
Yeah.
pick. You couldn't even pick that game. It was.
You actually could
It was
the day
part of the other.
the morning before. Yes, you could. But yeah,
That's a.
It's
Yeah.
not good. Just ship them all off. Ship them to
Ship the shipment off.
Ukraine. Yeah, they should put them. They can't play football, so no.
Hey, Army's still there.
Dude.
Your Army team's still there.
No, but Army doesn't have their quarterback. He was out and I don't know what's wrong with them. But if he doesn't play, they don't stand a chance.
Army beat Air Force, right?
yes.
yes.
Yeah,
They didn't cover
their
the spread in
starting
that one.
QB was out, and that game was like, I don't know why they had the over at like 40 points, but
Yeah. They didn't. I don't even think Air Force scored a touchdown that game. It was like
what
20,
else?
22
What
to
else? Oh,
3.
Clemson. I took Clemson because y'all were like, oh, I put Clemson.
Nah, don't be blaming that on us.
put Clemson
Don't
in
be
the
blaming
playoff?
that on us.
Me and James did.
Well,
Me
who
and
said
James.
it? Who?
I think
I
you
was
said
like,
it too.
Oh, well, no, I didn't put Clemson. I thought Miami was gonna win
Oh yeah.
Why are you taking Clemson whenever you didn't put them in the playoff?
because I'm trusting you guys, and y'all let me down.
I
can't-
You just took the wrong one. There was other picks that we did that were pretty good.
Yeah,
Dude,
I was
did have a
that
winning
was
record.
Terrible. What other upset was there? Who
The
BYU beat?
Iowa State lost to Texas Tech.
Oh yeah, the Big 12's a freaking. Get rid of the Big 12. What a trash division.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's move on to pro.
God.
He's getting a little worked up. As far as pro goes, Scotty, your Chargers won through
Yeah.
4 interceptions by Jameis Winston or 3?
Yeah, I felt bad. I felt bad for Jameis, but
Yeah, that's your boy.
part of it, yeah.
And
I knew we
that's-
were gonna beat him too, but I just didn't want to beat him that bad.
Well, that's what I
Wanna
mean
make
when
it
it comes
close.
to Jameis. Like I mean, he can come in and win you a couple games, but I don't think he's a long-term
Yeah.
answer anywhere.
That's exactly what he does.
Dude, but the Chargers have a fucking top 5 defense, dude. The
Oh,
Chargers
yeah.
defense is good.
And your boy QJ, hey, that picture's slowly gaining value.
I know.
Slowly gaining
He's
value.
doing good.
I'll buy it from
Yeah.
you right now.
It's when you least expect him to do good.
He
Like,
just came off injury too, and he looks that good.
put $100 on QJ next week and go ahead.
Bro, that's like the
One
4th
catch
time
for
I put
3
a
yards.
touchdown. I bet on a
Yeah.
anytime touchdown for Quentin, and he's probably hit 3
I
out of
know.
the 4 times.
And so
Oh.
I do it.
But yeah, no, good win by the Chargers. Good win by the Chargers. Great defense. Defense really stepped up there. Dustin, your Cowboys and Falcons.
Oh, give me a good take.
Well, the best take about the Cowboys and Falcons game was that we all live betted at +9 and it hit.
Yes,
That was the highlight of the day.
yes, that was good call by us.
Yeah. To be honest, as y'all
Cooper
know,
Rush. Cooper Rush didn't let us down
he didn't look bad, but
when he stumbled like that.
yeah, oh
Yeah.
God, he's so unathletic.
Turf monster.
He's so
He
unathletic.
would have walked in the end
Oh,
zone.
fumbles the ball on the pool, and then he freaking picks it up, stumbles, and falls
That's still
down.
not the worst one though, because Daniel Jones like grass monster in Philadelphia that one year. That was probably the worst one. That 70-yard run and he just trips right at the 5-yard line.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at this. Picks the ball up. dusts it off.
Then he has time to go back and pick it up again.
Yeah, it's time for a fire sale in Dallas. It would be amazing.
Dude, if tomorrow morning I don't wake up to McCarthy is fired, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Really?
Get ready to lose your mind.
As
Yeah.
far as Dak being injured, do we really think it was that bad of an injury, or did they just kind of sit him down?
I
to
think they
kinda
sat him
try to
down.
get like a spark. There was a video they found on Dustin showed me on Twitter where you could read his lips, and he basically says "we effing suck."
Yeah,
That he clearly said it.
yeah.
You think the Bears would trade Caleb Williams for Dak Prescott?
No,
Yeah, dude, in a heartbeat. Hey,
no way.
There's
Bring-
no reason to discuss.
bring Dak to the north. Bring him to the north.
Yeah. Yeah, I think honestly I would if I was Dak, I would want to do that.
Well, Chicago's a harder place to play in the elements than there is in Dallas, so he's probably going to
But
want to
they have
stay
a
in
better
Dallas.
team. They have a better offense than the Cowboys.
Hey, but they I mean, there's been good flashes of Caleb Williams. Okay, I mean he hasn't completely let everybody down, but is he going to be the guy like the once in a generation player? I don't know, man. It's too early to say.
I don't think with their timeline he's going to win them like they're not. He's not going to.
Win him a
This
what? Win
team
him a
right
what?
now is
say
going to
it.
be
Say
done
it.
in
Win him a
4
what?
years.
Yeah,
A Super Bowl.
You talking about the Bears?
Like
Yeah, exactly.
they have a win now roster.
They haven't won it. They haven't been to Super Bowl in 4
roster.
years.
that is true, though.
exactly.
They do have a win now roster.
You know who doesn't? Green Bay.
The Cowboys or Green Bay,
Yeah,
actually.
and the Cowboys.
Or every team sucks, dude.
Yeah.
we just had a bad day. Is all. That's it.
No, I would feel worse for y'all because y'all actually have a good team, and they're just like
There was
not
so many
performing
drops
good.
today. Like there was a bunch of like errors that happened for the Packers today. How many drops? 6 drops.
6 drops.
Yeah, and what do you know? You know what's the most guaranteed bet? Love to throw an interception.
Oh yeah,
That dude loves throwing those picks.
Love. And
Dude,
it was a bad pick.
no pun
Another bad
intended.
pick.
I was telling Austin this during that game. I was honestly, I don't know if the Packers team. I know they have a good run game, but like, I don't know with like their current roster if it's built like for the elements. They're better off in a dome stadium, in my opinion.
We can't.
Maybe.
Who?
The Packers.
The Packers.
I think they're better off in a dome stadium than they are in the element. They're not like a
Damn.
grit
You know
grit
what
and
he's
grind
calling
team.
y'all?
Hey, good thing the freaking
He's
Super Bowl
calling
played in
y'all
a
a
dome.
soft football team. He said y'all.
I mean,
are
if the
soft.
Chargers were in Lambeau, they'd be perfect. I think,
Oh,
but they're
Yeah,
not.
Chargers. Yeah.
Well,
You see what I mean by that?
going back to Caleb Williams.
Look, he's
No, I was
he's
just
like,
trying
let's go
to
back
like.
to Caleb
I
Williams.
was just trying to
Yeah.
find like a career that you could compare him to, or what he might be. I mean, I could compare. I can compare him to like how Derek Carr his career has been. I feel like that's the kind of career Caleb Williams is going to have. A good career, but not good enough to
a long
win.
career.
Yeah, Carr's been in the league what 11 years,
Yeah.
10, 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
I
is,
just
Nah, I
is
think,
it all with the Bears though?
I don't know.
Would you compare him to Jay Cutler? He can't be as badass as Jay Cutler.
What about like Cam Newton? Cam Newton only had like.
But
3
he
or
won a
4
Super Bowl.
prime-
Oh,
went
he
to a
didn't
Super
win.
Bowl.
He
Cam
went
Newton
to
didn't
one.
win a Super
He went to a
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
He went
Caleb
to a
Williams ain't
Super
going to
Bowl.
the Super Bowl.
Maybe.
but yeah, no other games. Washington beat New York. The Panthers did beat the Saints. Actually, we were right on
Yeah.
that one, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
And Bills Dolphins. Bills didn't cover the spread. That kind of screwed everything up. Josh Allen shaved those points again. Everybody knows that's what happened there. Ended up winning with a 61-yard field goal. That's pretty good. But no, Austin, give me your rundown of the Packers game. I know we kind of touched on it, but what'd you think?
I don't know if it's the weather. It wasn't the weather. We are built for the weather.
Built tough.
I think the Lions are.
Jordan Love
Man,
is
yeah,
hurt.
oh, yeah.
Jordan Love is hurt. We shouldn't have started Jordan Love at all. You could see him freaking limping the whole time. Start Malik Willis. We should have rested him this week. Get him fresh. Going into a bye. After that, we're good.
Yeah.
Malik Willis
You know what?
would have won that game.
I don't
Malik
think so.
Willis would have
You don't
won
think so?
that game.
No.
What are you talking about?
All we can do with Malik Willis is
Malik
have
Willis-
a heavy run
Malik
game.
Willis would have kept
Yeah.
it closer.
Oh my
I don't
god,
No
think so,
way.
dude.
No
Dude,
way.
No, really.
Austin.
But you know who would have helped
but
y'all?
we can't sell the
Rodrigo
Lions short.
Blankenship.
Like the Lions are a great team. Like they're really good.
Yes,
they're built
exactly.
to win a
Second
Super Bowl
best.
right now.
They're the second best in the NFL.
Yeah, well,
Behind who?
That's arguable.
The Chiefs.
Yep.
It's Chiefs, Lions, Ravens.
I bet if
in
the
that
Chiefs and
order.
Lions played right now, I bet you the
The
Lions,
Lions
would
would beat them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Lions would beat them.
Jonathan,
speaking of the NFC
I-
North,
that's not Jonathan
Oh,
Taylor.
yeah. Y'all need why don't y'all go get Rodrigo Blankenship for
We
it to
got
be
Brandon
y'all's kicker?
McManus.
Didn't he miss one today?
Yeah,
He
he
did.
missed one, but Rodrigo Blankenship's career long was like 47 yards. He doesn't have a big leg. And
Dude,
outside,
his
he's not going to be able to
TikToks,
kick
yeah,
that.
his TikToks are. He would be
Oh,
a
so
better
we should shine
kicker,
him
I'm
because of his
telling you.
TikToks. Okay.
Yeah, but he was only got
Yeah, I'm
canned from the
telling you.
NFL. He only got canned because he was hurt. He hurt his hip,
Yeah.
and then he came back and he did terrible.
He's got a pretty
But
sweet
that's
Lego
only
collection.
because he was hurt.
hey, if you knew anything about Green Bay, you know there's no internet up there, so we don't have
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
We can't see Rodrigo Blankenship kicking 60-yarders. So
Wisconsin 5,
Yeah,
like you said.
I want to say he made a 60-yarder.
No, Rodrigo. I don't think Rodrigo Blankenship could kick off 60 yards.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'll send it to you when I see it.
Well, the Bengals beat the Raiders. Joe Burrow 5 touchdown passes. How did Jamar Chase end up doing? Decent or no? Didn't catch any.
Yeah,
Fantasy wise,
7 for
no
43.
touchdowns. Fantasy wise,
7 for 43.
Mike Gesicki went off.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And
he
then
did.
are you
the
talking
Ravens bounced back 41-10 win against the
Are you
Broncos.
talking about Macaulay Culkin?
Macaulay Culkin.
Oh yeah, I saw
Oh,
that.
because they say he looks like him or what?
You
Damn,
didn't, see
the Broncos are 5-4.
you didn't see the costume?
They're like a quiet 5-4.
You didn't see the costume?
No,
Yeah, because the Broncos don't play anybody. Because of
Really?
course the NFL
Yeah,
hooks them
that's
up.
why they got a good record. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
because they play shitty teams.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
Scott, you know what I'm talking about.
What?
Macaulay Culkin
Yeah,
Is it-
the costume he wore. Macaulay Culkin was
looks exactly
Burrow
like Joe
for
Burrow.
Halloween.
He did actually. That was pretty funny.
It was hilarious.
Gesicki
Oh,
had
my
29 points
gosh.
today.
Okay, well, guys, we got to get to the interview with Coach Kornegay. We'll see you guys on the other side of this. It's a good one and good listen. Like I said, the Bulldogs are 9-0, heading to a district championship against Refugio. See what Coach Kornegay has to say about it. All right, coming to you right now.
Heck yeah.
Okay, everybody. Joining us today, we got a 32-year Texas coaching legend, 4-time district champion, 16 and soon to be 17-time playoff qualifier. Loves the game so much he retired after coaching from his alma mater, George West. Came out of retirement to coach the crosstown rival, Three Rivers Bulldogs. You did go to Orange Grove first, so we'll let you slide there. So, he's got the Bulldogs, the Three Rivers Bulldogs, sitting at a solid 9-0. Ladies and gentlemen, George West native coach Brent Kornegay. How you doing,
Appreciate
Coach?
you guys having me on.
How'd you like that? You like the intro? Was that a little too heavy on the?
Yeah, that was awesome. But I've been doing it for 35 years, so you missed 3 in there.
Come on, James.
Come on, Dustin. Dustin,
Ah.
35 years, huh? Okay. Well, we sold you a little short. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Yeah, I was heavy on the little George West part. I can't let people forget you're from George West. All right. So, but
Yeah.
hey, we're all from George West. We like to see one of y'all succeed. So even if it's across town rivals,
I got you.
let us.
Most schools are doing quite well, so that's good.
Yes, sir. Had a long day today. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Good. Getting some filming and stuff. Getting ready for this game this week or what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Yep, that's coaching. Okay, well, let's get into it. I just want to let you know we're just a few guys. We like to talk football. It's not a serious interview by any means. We just want you to have fun pretty much. And I mean, you can say whatever you want. I mean, we're not gonna hold you to anything, or you're not restricted, is what I'll say.
You got it.
We haven't had any coach drop any F-bombs yet, so I mean,
That's
if you have to,
that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna get right into it. The talk around the town about this TR squad that was coming up was that they were, graduating quite a few seniors, some good players, and some weren't expecting you guys to be where you are now. So you come in completely. You exceed expectations, obviously. So if you can talk about how you got these boys firing on all cylinders and put the winning mentality into these kids.
Well, we've got some good kids. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I mean, but with that being said, we've also got some great coaches that spend a lot of time with the kids and get those guys to do what they're supposed to do for the most part. they're still learning and all that good stuff. But I'm real proud of them. This is nothing about me or anything like that. It's about the kids and the coaching staff that we have right now.
Yes, sir. No, I mean, at the end of the year last year, we knew that the TR squad was kind of old. Those kids have been playing together for quite a bit, and I'm not trying to sell them short or anything, but just kind of talk around town was like, oh man, they're going to be a young team coming up. They're going to have to start rebuilding and stuff. But I mean, 9-0, undefeated. I mean, that's impressive to do it. So, so you guys aren't just winning according to the stats I have here. You guys are averaging over 50 points a game this year.
That's
50
crazy.
points a game. Okay. And then, I mean, I got to take that in for a second. I mean, are you proud of that? 50 points a game, your first year head coach there at TR?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's awesome. And my offense coordinator, Jesse Garcia, does a great job, and the offensive line coach, Ryan Diaz, and the wide receiver coach, David Garcia, or some of y'all know him as Juju, and Benito Garcia with our running backs. They've all contributed to this. And I can't say enough about the offensive line and what they've done. And James Contreras has run the ball really well. And, probably the bright spot of it is Cody Sells, who is really – he's been an offensive and defensive player in the years past, but he's never been a quarterback. He's a backup and got very limited reps. And, I think he's thrown for – it's over 1,800 yards. I don't know exactly what it is. And with only 2 interceptions, and I think he has 26 or 28 touchdowns right now. And granted, we've got some good kids at the skill position that we feel like can attack different areas of the field. And Xavier Carranza, Jason Gailey, Corbin Zamzo. We've got Paxton Solis. We've got Ethan Kahn. I mean, the list goes on. So we've got some kids that we feel like can stretch the field and do some things. And they played real well together. That's probably the best thing about the whole thing.
Yes, sir. I love that you brought the kids up, man. Those kids are going to get fired up when they hear this. So,
That's right.
hold on a second. Jesse Garcia, is he married to Katie Garcia? Is his wife named
He
Katie?
is. He
Okay,
is.
yeah, see, that's my best friend that's my best friend's sister. So I actually know him. I didn't know he came.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's I actually gave him his first coaching job.
He's a good cook, right?
He came out of he's fantastic.
Yeah, he goes to cook-offs and stuff. He's a
Really?
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
His
and good-
barbecue's badass.
Yeah, that's
Part of the
he's
line.
cooked every once in a while for us, so we're hoping he'll do that again.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, tell him I said hello. I don't know if you remember me or not, but
I
anyway.
will.
Okay, so as far as the team went, your coaching system, I mean, was it kind of an easy transition for the guys, or has it been like just solid repetition? Just hard work over the summer, hard work going into before season 2-a-days, or did they kind of?
Well, I mean, I think a lot of it was just a different format and the way we were doing things. And I'm very much a structured guy, and I expect things to happen at a fast pace. And of course, we are tempo on offense, so that helps us, I think, because people have to get lined up to us. And our kids have done a great job. When the play's being called, I always blow the whistle and tell them, hey, we've got 12 seconds of run off the clock. We need to snap it. And so, that's been beneficial for us, especially at our level, because as you well know, a lot of these guys are playing both ways. So
Oh yeah.
that gives an opportunity for us to kind of wear them down, so to speak, if that's the right terminology. But, the kids have bought in and done everything we've asked them to do.
Yeah. Good. Yep. Okay, so I saw here you guys returned 17 starters this year. Is that correct?
Something like that. It's
Okay.
yeah, it's hard for I didn't see all the game films last year. And
I want to get it right, but no. As far as position wise, I wanted to ask: did you have to make a lot of adjustments as far as putting these players where they belong, or did you kind of leave them in the same spots that they played last year, and then?
well, some of them moved from inside to outside and vice versa. So we're going to put them in spots where we feel like it's going to make our team better. And they've done, like I said, it may be unbalanced for us, and Carranza may be the guy that's in motion, and it could be Paxton, it could be Ethan. It's just Jason. I mean, it varies from week to week in what we do.
Got you. Okay, so what as far as coaching goes, what's been the biggest challenge for you there? I mean, it seems like it's been kind of a smooth transition, but what would you say is your biggest challenge there? And then after that, I want to see if you could tell me, what's been the most enjoyable thing about taking this job here, and like what keeps you waking up in the morning, you know what I mean, and doing what you love, putting the work in.
Well, answering that question, it's the kids.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons why I came out of retirement, because I really missed that opportunity to go in and hopefully guide young men or young boys into young men, and you know, they're getting better at the things that we're asking them to do. I just felt like there were some things, accountability, that we needed to go in and address, and they've done a good job on that. We're not, 100% there yet, but we're getting better, and it's a great opportunity. God has blessed me, and to be around these kids, I always tell them this, that hopefully we make an impact on your life, but more importantly, these kids don't understand the impact that they make on our lives. And I still remember plays from, when I was there at George West in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. I mean, those are still kids that are part of your life, and they'll get it at some point in time. I don't know when it is, but when they get a little bit older, they'll figure that out, that we did care about them, and more importantly, we want them to be good young men whenever they leave, and I want to know that they're going to be successful when they graduate from this high school.
Yes, sir. Okay. Can you answer the biggest challenge, you would think?
Um, that just accountability was probably the biggest thing, and you know, getting them to understand I'm one of those guys that I don't believe that you walk on and off the field and walk from this spot to that spot. And so, like I said, they've done it. And so I'm real proud of them for that. I mean, they've figured it out.
Yes, sir. Okay, so you guys, like I said earlier, you guys are 9-0. Okay, you've been crushing teams. You guys have been, basically walking through the district. Um, Obviously you guys have Refugio coming up this week. I mean, everybody knows Refugio. Everybody knows what they're capable of. Um, Before that though, like, how are you keeping these kids like level headed as far as stay into it. Stay into trust the process. Going in against Refugio instead of I wouldn't say like are they having a bad attitude towards it? Are they kind of like here we go again, or are they kind of excited about it, about going into them undefeated against undefeated?
Well, I mean, honestly, we really haven't talked about any of that yet. I mean, I'll address that tomorrow with them. We went and watched our band participate Saturday, and so the one thing that they have to understand and we respect Refugio, and they've got a great football team. We've just got to be sound in the things that we do, but more importantly is have the belief that we can go in and do the things that we need to do.
Gotcha. Okay. I want to go back to the kids real quick. Who would you say, like, kind of the glue of the team there as far as leadership? And is there like a player that's kind of stepped up for you on the field and kind of like emerged as has emerged as the season's kind of gone on?
Well, I think obviously Cody's one of them. James is another one. I think Xavier Carranza is another one that's a senior. I think really our whole offensive line, which for the most part, we play a couple of younger kids, but for the most part, they're senior laden, and they just go out and do their work. And so really, I don't know that there's really one in particular. I just think that they kind of like a brotherhood and they play well together.
Yeah, we've asked that question to coaches, and they kind of say the same thing.
Mm.
They don't want they don't want to single one out or anything. But no, I got you. You guys, as far as your older upperclassmen go, are y'all graduating a lot this year? And what is the younger class? What does it kind of look like right now as far as going forward?
Well, our junior high group has an opportunity to win the district championship, and there's a couple of kids on that could possibly move up with us. Our JV is in second, I guess, right now. So, there's some kids that are on that we'll have to look at, and we got a transfer last week. He's going to help us from Port Lavaca at some point in time, and so the main thing is just getting everything structured and getting them, when the season is over, getting them through an off season that's going to test them and get them ready so they know what it's all about. And that's one thing, we haven't been through a full off season with these kids yet. So, so we're looking forward to that, but not too soon. I'd rather keep this thing rolling as long as we can.
Yes, sir. We've been going 9-0 all the way into the playoffs. I mean, you kind of already answered this anyway, but I don't know if there's anything else you want to say on it. But what's being that it's your first year there, I don't know, have you been able to develop relationships with those kids, like, as far as on a personal level, or is it, is it still kind of new to you?
No, I mean, it's, kids are kids and once they understand the expectations, and it's not like I'm a drill sergeant or anything like that, but at the same time, you got to be able to communicate with kids and I've always told them that this door is always open and if anything outside of football is something that's bothering them, they have that opportunity to come and visit. And the main thing is them knowing that I care about them and the coaching staff as well. I mean, those guys do a phenomenal job with our kids and like I said before, I can't say enough good things about these kids because they're just great kids. They just do a lot of really good things.
Got you. Okay, Dustin, you got some?
Yeah, sure. So Coach, I was just kind of looking here. Y'all started off 9-0. I guess the last time that happened was what, 2014 under Coach Palmer. Is that accurate?
That's what they say.
Okay. I was looking here. It said they finished 11-1 that year. So I'm assuming the only loss, obviously, the only loss was the
Second
playoff
round,
Yeah,
playoff.
second round of the
Second
playoffs.
round. Right.
What was kind of, I guess, maybe the theme or goal for the team as far as like, was there any discussion on how far y'all wanted to make it, or district champions and go from there, or
Well, I think everybody's goal is to win a district championship, and then once you get into the playoffs, everybody's 0-0. So you've got to play every week. And as I tell them, I said, when you get into the playoffs, the further you go, there's a minimal amount of mistakes that you can make during that period of time, and because every team that you're going to play is going to be good. Starting this Friday for us, which is, that, like I said, we have a lot of respect for Refugio and what they do. But as you go into the playoffs, you know it as well as I do. I mean, you've done some coaching, so you know that it takes a lot to go in. Sometimes you got to have a little bit of luck, but at the same time, you got to have some things that you don't make mistakes on in all three phases of the game.
Okay. Well, so how does I know you've been watching Refugio all weekend. How do they, what are some of the kind of their strengths or maybe some areas you could see? I mean, you obviously can't give a game plan away, but some areas you can maybe take advantage of or
Well, I think that we can take advantage of. Well, I think we just have to do what we keep doing, and then obviously we've got to limit them to the big plays. They're a big play football team. The King kid at running back is extraordinary. The quarterback can sling it. They've got a good offensive line. The two inside backers are really fast and run downhill, and they've got good guys that are up front too. In the secondary, they'll play a lot of man. So, there's a lot of things obviously that we need to work on, but we're going to give it a hell. I mean, it is what it is.
for sure. Yeah. So has
You can't give away the secrets, Dustin.
yeah, for sure. So has the that I guess it'd be the district up north. Has the 3 seed been set there yet? To where or the
Schulenburg is already on y'all schedule, I believe.
For the first round is what I'm saying. Is that I know
Schulenburg, it looks like they'll finish third, Weimer second, Ganado first, and then it looks like Kennedy will end up in the 4th spot. So
okay. So that's kind of looking possibly first round, either the 3 or the 4 seed, one or the other.
So you guys
depending on
3rd or the 4th seed, depending on y'all's game.
Right.
Friday.
Yes, right. Okay.
It's our game Friday night. Yes, sir.
Awesome. So just, for some of the people that aren't as familiar with coaching and all that kind of stuff, y'all been 9-0. What does a typical work week look like for y'all? Like from the time you wake up in the morning to the time you come home.
Well, we start at 6:45 practice with our junior high, which all of our high school coaches coach our junior high kids in the morning. So we'll basically tomorrow we alternate it. So tomorrow will be our offensive day, starting out with the junior high, and the defensive coaches will go through film with the varsity kids, and then we flip flop that on days. And I would say practice wise, Monday and Tuesday are what I classify as our hard days. So we typically get out there 6:15, something to that effect, depending on how things go. And then Wednesday would be more like we script about 30 plays and we'll run that offensively and defensively. And then Thursday we'll kick the field during the period, and then we'll go over some special team things after school on Thursday. And so I would say, Dustin, you're probably well aware of this. It's a
Yeah, I'm just, just for people that, that are listening.
Coaching question, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 13, 14-hour day. And that's not counting the games that you have on Thursday night, and then Friday night you play, and then Saturday you're back up here again. And so, and then obviously we work on Sundays, and so it's a grueling period for us as coaches, but just seeing the success of the kids, that makes it all worthwhile.
Last thing you want is some jackasses wanting you to come on their show, right? Some evening when
no worries.
no comment. He said no.
I appreciate you guys
I'm messing with you.
because promoting high school football I think is really awesome, and I think more people need to go out. I know they have all the live stream stuff now, but I think more people need to go out and attend football games that these high school kids, because they're putting in a lot of time and effort. And as I tell people, we probably spend more time with their kids than they do during the football season for most parents. And so, it's something that I relish and I enjoy. And like I said, seeing the kids succeed, that's what this is all about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I've noticed over, the last few years I was coaching, and then, just going to games, there every once in a while you'll see a good crowd, but then there's just some games where it's just like no one, there's hardly anyone there. I'm like, come on, like you only get these, 5 times a year, and you might as well go, enjoy your town, crap. I mean,
Dustin missed his coach. He really,
like I said, the kids going in and what they put into it, and people don't realize that, and what we put into it, we're going to work as hard as we can to put our kids in situations that make them successful. So that's the whole goal behind it.
Gotcha. How'd y'all's homecoming week go? As far as all the events and everything, was that just a pain in the ass for you?
Yeah.
He's honest. He's an honest guy.
It is what it is. I mean, like I said, that's my 35th one, and but the one thing about it is I felt like our kids handled it well with all the things. And of course, you've got to kind of instruct them and tell them, hey, the bottom line is at 7:30 we have a football game to play, and it's not going to matter, who the homecoming king is and all that at that point in time. And
absolutely.
Oh yeah, I love that.
But at the same time, I want them to enjoy it, because I think it's important for kids to be kids, and that's what I tell them. You enjoy it because you deserve it.
Gotcha. Okay. I want to back up a little bit here. I want to get to you real quick. Okay, so you've been a head coach for 20 years, correct?
This is my 21st.
21. Okay, on 21 years. Okay, so you went to Orange Grove, then to Yoakum, to George West, retired, went back to Orange Grove, and now you're with the Rivers. You returned in 2021 after you retired in 2021 after 6 years with George West, I believe.
That's correct.
What was it that brought you back? I mean, was it Dustin told me you got an insurance. I mean, did you miss the rush or something, or was it didn't like it, or?
No, it was no, and the insurance was fine. It's just the relationships being around kids, and I really miss that. And of course, I had to get that. I had to talk to my wife about that, and she gave me some good advice. She said, Brent, you've done this all your life, and I just don't think enjoy it as much doing the insurance as you did coaching. So we made the decision together get back into it, and it's been good. I've enjoyed it, and I'm going to keep doing what I do. I'm not going to sell kids short. I tell them all the time, our expectations are high for you, and if it ever gets to a point to where I feel like that I'm not raising the bar or raising the standards for these kids, and then I'll get out of it, because it's not fair to them. It's a disservice to them. So we strive on that, giving them our best effort as well.
Yes, sir. I'd say you made the right decision. I mean,
Well, I'll tell you this. I was told he was really good in insurance as well. I was told by his
Oh, okay.
boss that he won every award there was to win that year. That one year he
Yeah,
was in there.
I had to pass up on
Wow.
one of the trips,
Yeah.
just because I went back into coaching. But, it's the same thing whenever I was doing that, Dustin, as you well know, that, you've got to work your tail off, and that's just the way I was raised. And you work your tail off, and that you're going to get out of it what you put into it. And so it's kind of the same philosophy that we tell the kids, and that's the way the world works. That's just it. That's the way it works.
He talked me into getting an insurance policy from him, so I'm a customer of it. I tell you, it was I mean, I told the story, but I'm not a big fan of needles, and he sent that lady over the house to take my blood. Almost didn't talk to him, but hey, we're trying to get Dustin back into coaching. That's the goal here. We got him on the show with us, so he may be calling pretty soon. He may need a job pretty soon.
Awesome.
He misses
Let's
it.
go.
He misses it, right?
Y'all aren't convincing me.
Oh, hey. We're taking baby steps right now. Is what we're doing.
Baby steps.
Yeah, we're going to games, and I see him on the sideline. He's wanting to put the headsets on and everything. He's going to deny it, but
Nothing wrong with that.
Love being a fan.
yeah.
It's fine.
It's not bad, is it, Dustin?
No, it's not at all.
Well, y'all, I mean, Dustin has said, as far as the coaching aspect of it, he enjoys like and asking you, is it kind of the same for you? He enjoyed the game part of it, the competing part, but obviously it's real grueling as far as the preparation, and coaches have to teach also. So I mean, it's
Right.
one of them things where I mean, it's hard on you. I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, like I said, the number of hours, especially during football season, it's a 7-day a week, and we started August the 5th, and we've been doing that till whatever day. I guess it's the 2nd or whatever day it is. But so that's a long time, going 7 days a week with 13, 14, 15 hours days, but the one thing I tell my coaches, I said, we're going to get our work done, and you're going to get out of here and go see your family, because I think that's important.
Yes, sir. Well, I coach 8-year-old girls flag football, so I guess I can relate kind of. So
Yeah, I've seen you out there.
yeah, no, it's the season's over, thank God.
Yeah.
Those little girls aren't even teenagers yet. They drive me crazy. So, anyway, my next question was, could you see yourself? You think you're gonna do this until you can't do it anymore? Like right off into the sunset, being a coach?
That's a good question. As long as I'm enjoying it, I'm going to keep doing it. And as long as I feel like I'm impacting kids and in the right way, and making them better than they were whenever I first met them, then I'm going to continue to do it. I can't really go in and say when or how long or all of that stuff, because, to be honest with you, I thought I was done after Jake Snyder was done at the state track meet and the hurdles. I mean, I thought that was it. And here I am sitting here talking to you guys 4 years
9-0,
later.
9-0, sitting here 9-0. So I guess my next thing, I mean, you got your complete backing of your family, I'm assuming, as far as that goes, like your wife, your kids. I mean, I'm sure they love that you're back into it also. I'm assuming.
Well, my wife, yeah. I mean, she's been a big supporter, and I will say, being a coach's wife is not the easiest thing in the world. And then having 2 kids play for you, and one was a girl, obviously, and then my son played for me, and that's both of them. That was a neat experience for me to be able to coach them, and my daughter went to state in the hurdles, and my son, which was a really neat thing, he actually graduated from George West, so that was really cool for him and me. And then he had an opportunity to go play at Angelo State. So just that's been a part of their life ever since they were little bitty. So,
Yeah.
so a matter of fact, he came. My son and his wife came last Friday, and then my daughter and her husband and my grandson came. I don't know, about 4 weeks ago. So, um, that's awesome that they're still involved in it, and my grandson FaceTimes me every Friday. He doesn't really say good luck, but
Yeah.
he's there, and he's not quite old enough to do all that stuff yet.
Gotcha.
But it's neat that he calls or Mama calls, and then I get to talk to him. So
Get the support. Austin,
exactly.
you got a question for Coach?
Oh, yeah. I was wondering, these past couple games for Refugio, they've been winning 95. Was it 95-0?
Against Freer, yeah.
Yeah.
65-0. They haven't allowed a point in 5 games.
No, they haven't.
We're a betting show here, kind of. Would we bet the over at 100 points scored in this game, or
Would you bet against us over 100?
no,
Over
100,
under. The over under.
100 points scored
Total in the game
total?
between both teams.
Oh gosh.
Both y'all's
I-
offenses,
I
because
don't think you
y'all
can ask him. I don't think you can ask him that. To be honest with
y'all
you.
been scoring 50 points a game too, so it's
Yeah, that's
could
hard.
be 122 points. I don't know.
Yeah, that's hard. I can't give you a straight answer on that.
Yeah. I don't think there's a high school sports book either. So
No,
Hey,
probably highly illegal if
I
there.
guarantee there's one in Refugio.
underground.
Yeah. What is that? Is that what you want as you get?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you guys beat Freer also, wasn't it 75-0? They
Yeah.
beat him. Okay.
I think it was 55-20, 21.
My,
or something.
to continue that, my bad. Like running up the score, like 95. What, like, is that unethical, or is it
Yeah, he's asking, what do you
Well,
think?
yeah, it's
my biggest deal is I'm not at the game. So I don't know the situation that occurs, but I do know this, that if you can't stop people,
why not score?
exactly. If I'm just, like I said, I haven't seen that, but if you tell your second or third stringers, to just go down and lay down, I don't think that's right. They practice just as hard as the first string guys, and so it is what it is. You can take it and look at it in a lot of different ways, but that's just my opinion on it. I don't know the whole situation and everything, so I can't really say yay or nay to all that.
No, I'm all for it. I'm all for running up the score. Hey, I mean, I don't like this narrative of participation trophies or
Yeah, if you
me or anything. I'm not.
if you pull everyone out and you put other people in and they're still scoring, like, what are you gonna do?
Hey, yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm not sure. Not sure you guys know this, but this is kind of a reunion for me and Coach Kornegay. He coached me back in the day. He
That
was
was long.
He was my coach for a weekend at the Shriner All-Star game in Corpus. During that game, we had to wear Corpus Christi Kings jerseys because our jerseys hadn't come in. And I wanted to ask you, where's my jersey at, man? They said they were going to give us our jersey.
I'm still waiting for
Wait.
that too. I'm still waiting for that too.
No, they had told
They
us.
don't do that anymore, though. They don't give them out anymore. So
Yeah, we were all hyped up about it. Everybody was buying a color jersey, like accessories and everything. And then we had to wear Kings jersey. And I think we were red. And people had like red socks, red wristbands and everything. And then the jerseys were green. It just looked completely.
yeah, well, it was. We had to redo the whole roster too because the jerseys didn't match up with the initial roster.
Yeah.
So Friday night before the game on Saturday, we had to go and redo the whole enchiladas to make sure all that was correct. So those are always neat experiences too, to be able to do that. So that was fun. We've been blessed to do that 2 times, I guess. So
All right. Good deal.
Who's all on that team?
Huh?
Who's all on that
I
team?
can't name it. It's an all-star game. It was like, I think, don't they do like 37 East versus 37 West? Is that how they divide the
it's
teams
kind of
up?
it's kind of changed a little bit. They try to divide it up the best that they can to make it, where it's competitive, and
Mhm.
so it used to be like that, but I think they've changed it a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool. I mean, you got to meet all the other players from the teams. You know, you swap like decals on helmets and stuff. It was a pretty cool thing. I enjoyed it. We'd have to drive to Orange Grove to practice. That's how I remembered it was you guys that coached us. It wasn't that big. It wasn't that bad of a drive, but let me wrap this. Let me get you. I don't want to keep you here all night. Last thing I wanted to ask, as far as like this year goes, you know, it's your first year. I know you probably going to be there a little bit. As far as you know, what's your goals that you have for these kids? As far as like, what do you want them to learn from you when it comes to football and you know being on the field and life and stuff like that?
Well, I think I've said it, quite a few times. I want to play. I want a football team that's going to play hard and play with class and do the right things. Football. There was a lot of great football players that have played this in the past. That a lot of these young kids don't even know who they are. You can go to Roger Staubach and
Go.
I mean, just the list goes on and on and on, that's what we strive for. But I want them to understand that football is going to teach them about life because not everything is going to be easy in life, and you're going to face some adversity at some point in time. And to me, that reveals your true character on how you respond to that adversity whenever you wake up in the morning and things don't go exactly your way. How do you handle that situation? And so those are things that we're trying to get them. And I want them to be, I want to know that they're going to be successful when they graduate from here and learn how to be a good husband and a good father and just do the right things.
Gotcha. Okay. You have anything?
No, I think I'm
Are you
good.
good?
Man.
Okay. Well, last thing I wanted to ask you is, what color do you like more, red or blue? No, I'm just
He's gonna say purple.
Don't answer it.
He's gonna say purple.
We all know whenever you're done there, you're gonna retire Longhorn. That's just how it goes. Okay, we just had to give you a hard time about that. But yeah, no, I mean, we don't. So, me and the guys, we've done it a few times this year. We go visit we go to a game. I know the playoffs are coming up or anything. We'll try to make it if we can, but we try to go and since you came on our show, we'd like to go to one of y'all's games and film like some videos that we do. We've done it for Stockdale this year, Ganado, George West. Maybe if we can catch one of y'all's playoff games, we'll get in contact with you and we'll
Sure.
try to work something out.
Sure. No,
So,
I appreciate that.
I don't know if
the kids will like it too. That's awesome.
yeah, I don't know if Austin's gonna like going into the Three Rivers locker room or anything, but
I will not wear red. I will not.
You're refusing to wear red. That's just got to be the one. You got to give us that the whole not wearing red.
I totally understand. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I got it. Okay, but yeah, no, we've been watching you guys this year. I mean, it's amazing what you guys have done. I mean, like I said, and at first, I mean, I don't want to sound bad or anything, but I don't think they were expecting much from the team this year. It was they kind of thought they were kind of rebuilding with the new team. I mean, you come in, completely changed the whole narrative. You guys are 9-0 going into the district championship game. I mean, you couldn't write it up any better. But we appreciate you coming on, man. Good luck the rest of the way. If you need anything from us, let us know. And I mean, go get that win against Refugio.
You got it. I appreciate you guys, and thanks for all you do for high school football.
Yes, sir. We'll touch base with you if we can make it to one of the games. But yeah, Coach Brent Kornegay.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Thanks.
All right. Other side interview with Coach Kornegay. How do you think that interview went, guys?
It was good, man.
I
Great.
thought it was good.
Yeah, it went well. He got back into it, talking about how the kids, and I kind of got him back into it. I think it's a good thing when somebody's out looking for the kids and trying to make an impact in people's lives. So
Yeah, nobody expected this from Three Rivers, and I know I brought it up twice, but like seriously, everybody around the whole county were saying like, oh, they're not gonna be good this year. They got too many young players. They just got bringing a new coach in. Nobody knew what to expect, and 9-0. Granted, there is a lot of talk about kind of the weaker district they're in. You would say. I mean,
Yeah.
not trying to be
Weak?
rude or anything, but
it's them and Refugio.
it's a favorable district.
Yeah, it's
for
them and Refugio, basically.
Yeah, so it was basically. I mean, looking at it from the beginning, it was set up that this was probably going to happen. At the end of the season.
I will say though,
championship.
Historically, that hasn't been the case. Like Freer's been better in the past, and some of those other teams have been better in the past. So it just happens to be right now. It's just like that.
Yeah. Oh, and his assistant coach, Jesse Garcia, that dude can cook, man. Like when I mentioned his name in there, that dude he enters like cook-offs and stuff like that. He's a fucking great cook. Badass ribs, brisket. When I go visit Devin's family during the holidays, that dude he could throw it down, boy.
Hey,
But
it's just like the George West gear. We haven't seen it yet.
what?
So we haven't seen any George West gear or any barbecue or nothing. So we can't be the judge of it.
That's like a terrible comparison.
We can't.
Okay.
I can't
What do you want me to do? Call this random coach and come barbecue at your house?
Boom.
Go barbecue.
That's exactly what I'm asking.
Christ. Oh my God.
Why not?
Well, it's football season right now, so I'm not gonna do that. But anyway, yeah, I hope they step up against Refugio. I did ask him what the kids' attitudes were like going into this week, and they haven't. He says he kind of hadn't touched on it yet, but I mean, anybody coming up to play against Refugio, you know they're thinking about it. So, hopefully it doesn't get in their heads. Hopefully they think they can beat them. They know they beat them. Hopefully they do beat them. Okay, so good luck to the TR Bulldogs there. As far as what do we need to do? The drawing?
Yeah.
A drawing? Okay, so we did the Halloween character drawing, and Scott and Dustin tied 5 votes each. So these are the names of those 10 people?
Of everyone.
Of everyone.
Everyone.
Okay, so whoever voted, we put their name in a hat. We're gonna draw, and whoever wins what?
$25 gift card or all my candy.
$25 gift card or all your candy. Austin called me on Halloween saying like, dude, there's no trick-or-treaters. Nobody came by to get any of the candy. And he was like, yeah, nobody knocked on my door.
Yeah.
Kids don't knock on doors nowadays.
Yeah, they
you
don't.
got to be outside. Dude.
Andrew did the same thing. I told him the same exact
You
thing.
have to be outside.
We're
it
old
ain't like
school,
us
dude.
when we're
old,
scavengers.
Yeah, exactly. We're old school.
We were knocking on freaking 80-year-olds' houses saying,
yeah,
hey,
like, hey, give me the freaking candy.
and they'd give you, the old people would always give you the vanilla cookies. Like, the worst.
Cookies?
Yeah, vanilla cookies. The old people would always give like the vanilla wafers and the Fig Newtons and stuff like that. Ugh.
What's wrong with taking Newtons?
Taking Newtons?
Big Newtons?
What are you...
Big Newtons are fucking awesome.
There you go. Fig Newtons.
I know.
He said it the third time.
You don't like Big Newtons?
Tiga Newtons?
I
What
mean,
was
but
that
when it
first
comes to Halloween candy, they're so much better. Like, it's so much easier. Give them candy. Nobody wants cookies. Fig Newtons. That's like giving the Werther's Originals or vanilla Oreos is what we got a lot from the older people when we would go trick or
I have
treating.
never got a cookie
Never?
trick or treating. No.
Yeah, well, you must.
Why would you get it? Yeah.
I don't know how y'all can remember what like candy y'all got.
Because I was so pissed off, like it stuck with me that we get vanilla cookies. Oh, I don't remember everybody who gave a certain amount of candy, but
I couldn't remember. I don't think I can remember like one thing. I just remember there's a bunch of candy.
yeah. But yeah, during Halloween, you have to go outside and hand out the candy because no kids are gonna knock on your door now and be like, "Hey, you got any candy?" Fucking Austin comes out, "Get off my gun! Get off my porch!"
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I just told Dustin. It's like,
So you gave away no candy at all.
I gave 4 people candy.
4 people candy. Did they knock on your door?
Yes, they did.
Those are some
Yeah.
some brave souls right there.
Yep.
After I turned on the light, I forgot to turn on the light.
So the whole time you had the lights
I
off.
had the light off.
Can you imagine him sitting in a dark ass house in his recliner with a bowl of candy? Like nobody wants my candy.
Watching the Jets game.
Oh Jesus!
It's still downstairs. Your son's eating it.
Yeah. Okay, well we're gonna do this drawing. Everybody that voted gets a chance to win, and you win a $25 gift card, or you get to take all of Austin's candy. I have a feeling everybody's gonna want the $25 gift card. So here we go.
It's like $100 worth of
Andrew's
candy.
drawing.
It's $100 worth of candy.
Open it up. Say the winner.
If it's
Raven.
to,
What?
Oh, it's rigged.
how is this rigged?
Hey, I'll tell you exactly how.
They all say Raven.
They all say Raven DeMars.
Dude,
Open the next one. It's gonna say.
I don't want Raven to win.
Open the next one. It's say Morgan.
Okay, here. Raven gets the candy. Okay, this person gets the $25
It's
gift
gonna
card.
be Morgan.
Dude, if it is, I'm.
All right, Noe Guerrero.
Noe Guerrero.
Okay.
Okay, Noe Guerrero wins the gift card. Raven, you win all the candy.
yes.
Congratulations.
Hey,
Noe!
because you can't give money to family. Okay, can't do that.
I know.
So we're not gonna do
Hey,
that.
but I put everyone in there. So
Noe Guerrero wins the
Hey,
$25
and
gift card.
he was
What
a-
gift card are we? How are we gonna give him this gift card?
Venmo. Something.
Oh, so $25 pretty
Yeah,
much.
$25.
Okay. All right, I'm good with that. As far as anything else, Noe Guerrero, the winner. Picks for tomorrow night.
Ooh, what do we got?
Buccaneers at Chiefs. The Chiefs are 6-point favorites, I believe. Am I right? I'm not sure.
Let's look here. Chiefs are now a 9-point favorite, apparently.
9-point favorite. The Bucks are without a lot of weapons. Supposedly McMillan's hurt too.
Over under is 45.5.
Okay. I think you take that over. Yeah, I'm gonna take the over.
With no receivers?
Huh?
No receivers?
They're still gonna be able to score.
The Chiefs are going to score that by themselves.
No, I think they still cover that 45. Okay, well we gotta go. I gotta run. So we will see you guys next time. We hope you enjoyed the interview with Coach Kornegay, and good luck to the Bulldogs. We'll try to make it to one of their games this year, and we'll see what they can do.
Hey, playoffs maybe?
We're out. Oh, y'all taking the Chiefs to cover?
Oh, yes.